I'm flying down the
Nice.
Oh, no.
Oh, it stopped?
Oh,
Yeah.
yay!
Yay! Thank you
Oh, Amanda. My maid of honor.
Daughter of honor. The only one.
Good morning and welcome to all. We are happily gathered here not to witness the beginning of what will be, but rather what already is. We do not create this marriage because marriage is created in the hearts of two loving people. We can and do, however, gather to celebrate with Judi and Bill the wondrous and joyful occurrence that has already taken place in their lives and the commitment they make to each other today. True marriage begins well before the wedding day, and the efforts of marriage continue well beyond the ceremony's end. A brief moment in time and the stroke of the pen are all that is required to create the legal bond of marriage, but it takes a lifetime of love, commitment, and compromise to make marriage durable and everlasting. Today, you declare your commitment to each other before family and friends. Your yesterdays were the path to this moment, and your journey to a future of togetherness becomes a little clearer with each new day. Judi and Bill, remember to treat yourselves and each other with respect. And remind yourself often of what brought you together. Take responsibility for making the other feel safe, and give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at some time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, as expressed so well by the great Bob Marley. He's not perfect. You aren't either. And the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, he's a hero. And if she admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to her and give her the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment. But he will give you a part of him that he knows you deserve. Don't hurt her, don't change her, and don't expect for more than she can give. Don't analyze. Smile when he makes you happy. Yell when he makes you mad. And miss him. And miss him when he's not there. Truth is, everybody is one virtue. You just got to find the one for something. Love hard when there is love to be had, because perfect people don't exist, but there's always one that is perfect for you. For these two, it is clear that the universe had bigger plans for them as a couple than either of them could have imagined on their own. After knowing them both for several years, I can say that the connection of their spirits is obvious, and their excitement to learn and grow alongside each other during their journey together is a blessing in itself. Our final reading is taken from Robert Fulton's book, From Beginning to End, The Rituals of Our Lives. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with when we're married and continue with I will and you will and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe and all those promises that are unspoken matters at the hospital. All these common things and more are the real process. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every day. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other, chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. Will you, Judi, keep Bill as your favorite? Yes. To laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day. Will you, Bill, keep Judi as your favorite person? To laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day.
I will.
Will you, Judi and Bill, continue being each other's partners? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiest moments together, and love each other absolutely, even when pissed? He added that. For the rest of this life and whatever may come next.
I will.
Judi and Bill are here to marry each other. Only their hearts can forge such a union. It is their words, their vision, and their needs that must shape this marriage. So I call upon them now to state their promise before this group, the pledges that will bind them together. Judi, you may now pledge your vows to your bride. I wasn't sure.
Loud enough for us to hear.
You, Debbie. Calling you out there. Okay. I am so happy to be marrying you today. You are truly...
Oh, I'm going to ugly cry! No! You got sunglasses on. We're good.
Yeah. We can't see. You can't tell. Sunglasses. Good. I'll try to keep my face not ugly. Okay.
She's pretty even when she don't care.
This is why. You are truly the love of my life. I have many promises I want to keep, and here are a few. Now this I can get through because this is good. I promise to always leave lots of cups around for you, around the house for you to pick up. Like a thing. Okay. I promise to always insist it must be my turn to pick the Netflix movie. Because they always think it's his turn. But it's not.
Never.
I promise to always keep you guessing at what our next adventure might be. But I promise no matter what, I will always love you. No ugly cry. Okay. I pledge to listen to your advice and occasionally take it. I pledge to never keep score, even when I'm totally winning.
I pledge to always admire your huge, strong, kind, and loving heart. And I will always love you. Sorry. Oh. Don't take pictures with us. No!
Wait a minute. 2 seconds.
I vow to listen for as long as it takes you to feel heard. I vow to always watch in awe, especially late at night, when you patiently listen to me, no matter how late it is. And I vow to remember how lucky I am to have you in my life. And I will always love you. And I believe that me time is an actual concept, and that's actually a thing. Like he needs time, and I need time.
We all do.
I believe that carefully folded socks truly make you happy. They do. Marie Kondo, we can thank for that.
Yes.
I believe there's no time or place that makes me happier than when I'm near you. And because of this and so much more, I know I will always love you. Oh, and the place you shall go.
Bill, you may now pledge your vows to me.
Well, she has beat me all to be damned. I have little to add, other than, Judi, today I become your husband and you become my wife. I will strive to give you the best of myself while accepting you for what you are. I'm going to ugly cry too.
Yay!
I promise to respect you as a whole person with your own interests, desires, and needs, and to realize those are sometimes different, but no less important than my own. I promise to keep myself open to you, to let you into my innermost fears and feelings, secrets and dreams, to be always honest and kind, patient, well, try to be honest and kind, patient. I promise to grow along with you, to accept and embrace change, knowing it keeps our relationship alive and exciting. I promise to love you in good times and in bad, with all I have to give, that I will be a true and loyal friend to you forever.
Good.
You did good.
You did good. You did good.
You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder to yourselves and a display to the world of the vows you've made before. Please now present each other these simple expressions of your lifelong commitment.
Well, that one goes in you.
Yay! I offer these final words. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitement a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. By the power vested in me by the state of Georgia, it therefore gives me great pleasure to say to you, you are now husband and wife together.
Yay.
Get over there, son.
All right.
Now introducing.
Now let me introduce my gorgeous, beautiful, sexy, smarter than me wife, Judi Foreman.
Okay.
Yes.
Let us proceed.
I think you're going to be sick.